Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful.
We have power to prosecute, to go to court. We have power to convict people. Those people who are doing bad, if you let us know, we'll take care of them.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
It is one document most people take for granted and some handle it carelessly. This document is very important because it's often a requirement in virtually all transactions. And you know what? Your inability to provide this all-important document could stall your dealings and leave you disappointed or frustrated. Our focus on this program this week is not necessarily on the document itself or how to access this utility bill, but the quality of the paper and durability of information on it. The program you're watching is your usual evening tonic on television, Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. It's an initiative of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, brought to you at this time on this station every Monday. My name is Halimot Osifo. I'll be back after this message.
I wish to join the Sun Director General and his team to further roll up their sleeves to mobilize Nigerians across the nation to imbibe the culture of quality.
The program is Standard and You.
Choose Live and Live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the program, and thanks for being there. When was the last time you credited your electricity account? In other words, pay your bills for electricity consumed or to be consumed. You are often given a piece of paper carrying your personal information, token, and the amount of credits purchased. Have you noticed there is something wrong with that piece of paper? Did you know how important that little paper is to you, the consumer? Sit back, relax, I will tell you why you must always handle that piece of information with utmost care. What you are watching on your screen are not just blank pieces of paper, but receipts of transactions between consumers and certified agents of financial institutions, electricity providers, and shopping malls. These receipts that validate transactions are generated through automated machines carrying information such as address of consumers, value of transactions, as well as quantity of goods sold or services provided. Improved technology as well as increased access to the internet has brought so much ease to our everyday living in many ways. For instance, with this point-of-sale POS machine, you can pay for items and utility bills or simply receive cash from your account without going to the bank. Withdrawal. Usually, the point-of-sale POS machine prints out a receipt as proof of transaction. But how durable is this printout receipt? Let's find out.
Within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, everything wipe off. It's not even up to 2 weeks, it will fade away.
The receipt you get from POS actually is something that you should not rely on, even when you're because it's fake. A couple of time or days or maybe keep it somewhere, you just cover that at a particular point in time. If you want to get a reference to that, you see that nothing you get from the teller or the receipt.
I use it to make claims. So, but anytime I need to do it, my company will request that I photocopy it so that at least they will have it in the future. They will be able to view it.
The short lifespan of this POS receipts is a nightmare for many consumers, with information fading out easily and the paper going blank outrightly. There is no longer proof of transaction. This often results in delay or obstruction of further documentation necessary in other transactions. For instance, the utility bill, such as the receipt you get from crediting your electricity account, is a basic and mandatory requirement to open or update your bank account.
I made some transaction, but the money did not get to the person, so I needed to go back with my receipts, but the receipt has faded, so there's nothing I could do about it.
The kind of transaction you want to do cannot make headway, because since it is not it's not something you can read or access, then it becomes a burden, a problem. And if it has to do with something that is timing, it can cause a lot of havoc.
It happened with Ikeja Electricity. We had a lot of printout from POS people. When we got there about 6 months later, we needed to prove that we've been vending. But unfortunately, it's clean off. So they just help us through their system to see how we vended for some time. So, but if they had not been generous like that, we will be at loss. There will be nothing to prove that we vend and all that.
Consumers are of the opinion that poor quality of materials such as paper and ink, as well as defective POS machines, are major causes of fading receipts.
The materials that they use for it is not quality. I think probably the printing process is not okay. They should do more thing about it.
I don't think it's the machine. I guess it's the ink. That's the way they designed the ink to be. When people bring in something that are substandard, this is what you get. This is what you experience.
However, POS operators explain that the machine doesn't accommodate refilling of ink as its printer is inbuilt. The paper used as well is for temporary usage.
It could be the quality of the paper or the quality of the ink.
It's the fault from the producer of the machine. There is nothing customer can do. There is nothing we that are using the POS can do about it. The ink is inside the machine automatically. So the moment you place the paper, whenever a customer comes to withdraw, all the information will enter the paper. So as time goes on, the ink will fade away.
For the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the receipt is a vital document which the various service providers must ensure its quality and durability.
Utility bill for public services like electricity are just like other receipts. And when you talk quality of such documents, you are looking at the quality of the paper, the quality of the ink, and the durability of the ink. So, yes, there are standards for all of this, and all that we need to do as consumers is to complain to the right authorities. If you complain to some about that, definitely we will look into it and ensure that those who are producing this produce bills that are durable and that can be used, for the purpose for which they are meant by the consumers as well as those who are issuing them. They are not different from other documents that are printed and are for other kinds of public uses. So there are standards guiding utility bills, like every other kind of receipt that is generated, through electronic means.
Consumers want the Standards Organization of Nigeria to ensure that service providers, that is, the various power distribution companies working with other stakeholders in the industry, to provide quality receipts or utility bill that can last for years because of its importance.
We need it as evidence of payment or evidence of transaction for a purpose in the future. If they can improve on it to help the majority of people that like to file documents.
It is also important that such measure is made applicable to other transactions in retail stores where domestic goods are sold, such as electronics, toys, food, and other household items. The receipt issued at the stores is the only paper that validates purchases made.
When we receive feedback, the first stage is to validate your claim. Sometimes competition. Some people wants to give frivolous complaints because they want to actually maybe indict their competitors so you need to validate that complaint that it is actually true. One of the ways of validating the complaint is an evidence that that person actually went through that transaction, like receipt of purchase. or once you have validated that complaint, or you report a shop, or you report a factory, we have to trace that location. We have to be sure that it exists. We have to be sure that those people will go through our product registration. Are they certified? We look through our processes. If we don't recognize them in any of such, then we'll go after them through our surveillance intelligence monitoring unit. So these are mechanisms of ensuring that we validate that that complaint is true.
I want a situation where in the future, when you see a son person, either in your market or in your shop or on the street, you bring him close to you and say, welcome, come, Bia, let's talk. Because it's your brother, it's your friend. But I cannot be your brother if you don't know I'm interested in protecting you. Like they say, Onyewete son, Veterando.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose Live and Live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Welcome back, and nice to know you're still watching our program Standard and You. Mattress provides comfort for a reclining body. It also provides support for the body to stay healthy and fit. In our next report, we shall examine these important products and why you must use a standard mattress. Please take a look.
It is a large rectangular pad for supporting the reclining body, designed to be used as a bed or on a bed frame as part of a bed. Mattress is one of the must-have properties in a house, considering the fact that an average person sleeps for 8 hours in a day. Mattresses are made from, but not limited to, 3 kinds of foams.
We have polystyrene foam, polyethylene foam, polyester foam, polyether foam. So, but we play mostly in polyether foam. Most Nigerians are using polyether foam for mattresses, cushions, and upholstery. Basically, it's a petrochemical materials that are put together. Many will assume maybe it is a solid material that is brought in together to create a foam which becomes a mattress. But most of all the chemicals that are put together are oil, liquid in nature, and then once they are put together and then stirred, they now become foam bubbles, which is being stabilized, and then it solidifies after some few minutes of production. Then it gets cured within 24 hours before it can be cut into the various shapes that the consumers will desire.
There are various brands and types of mattress in the country today.
We have 6x6, we have 6x7, we have 4.5, we have 4 feet, we have 3 feet, we have 2.5, we have 3.5 by 8, by 10, by 12. Different heights and different quality.
A welcoming mattress is usually the driver of a good sleep, as it is intended to provide comfort to the sleeper.
Some might not have free flow of their, blood recirculation, because that hardness will be able to dent on the veins moving. Some will have the soft one. Then you find that it takes their body shape and the blood will continue to cleanse itself throughout the night. So it all depends on what the person is. So that's the health implications of all this.
If I buy 36 density and I'm not having any body pain and my weight is not up to that, so definitely I might have body pain.
In Nigeria, there is a vast number of mattresses manufactured in the country, which varies in durability, sizes, density, weight, and types. The unbranded ones come without cover, has no labeling information, and it's sold at a lesser price compared to branded ones. Sellers are of the opinion that consumers' purchasing power, physical weight, and number of users, individual preferences influence consumers' choice of the product.
You don't want to have a mattress that after 6 months you feel like it's pressing in or it's too soft or uncomfortable.
Many parameters such as pressure distribution, firmness, edge support, density, amongst others, determine mattress quality. This means, like many products, mattresses have certain standards elaborated by stakeholders that must be conformed with to ensure quality and help consumers to get value for their money.
Standard is a guide to protect the consumer between the industry. Because industry always have the intention to make money and to intention to grow more and have better income. And industry is always also, quality control is in every industry. We care about quality, but standard is an additional care, is an additional helper, I can say, to maintain quality.
Although mattresses can last for several years, the duration in which a mattress can retain its original support and comfort depends on a variant of factors, notably materials, manufacturing quality, care, and rigorousness of use.
The more urine you have on your mattress, the more it breaks the cells of those, so your mattress will not last long. The second one is, particularly for youth, because it's a flat surface, they just put their towel and start ironing on it. Because it is a sponge, the heat will crumble those cells and then the mattress will weaken. The third one is particularly in our northern part, sand. The more sand that is getting into the cells, because the sand is so hard, the moment you sit on it, it will break those cells. So the lifespan of the product goes down. So those are the things that affects the mattress for staying long. Then the other thing that is very fundamental is, because of cost, you now say you want a lower density. You are weighing 100 kg and you went and slept on something that is 14 kg. How does it take your weight? And how does it come back? So, but if you are using something that is better density, 35 density and above, is what will be able to support an average adult very well.
However, there are signs which indicate a mattress is worn out and needs to be changed. This ranges from sagging of the foam, excessive squeaking, causing body pains and discomfort while sleeping. Standards Organization of Nigeria encourages manufacturers to comply with standards or face the wrath of the law, as the agency is not compromising on quality.
Wow, Chief Mike, how are you? Fine. I'm going to Sun office for the certification of my wheat flour.
Oh no, things have changed. Sun has simplified all its activities. You could have even stayed back in Kano and process all your papers online. Whoa.
With the efforts of Sun, the products of SMEs can now compete globally. Sun has put in place necessary machineries in support of the growth of SMEs. At highly subsidized charges, SMEs can now get their certification, laboratory testing of their products, as well as purchase of standards. Meanwhile, Sun is carrying out massive seizure of substandard goods in the market and have gotten legal backing to prosecute offenders, all to protect consumers and SMEs. Sun, improving life through standards.
A welcoming mattress is usually the driver of a good sleep, as it is intended to provide comfort to the sleeper. Guess what? I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on the mattress right after responding to your messages. Kenneth John from Anambra says, what will it cost someone to get SON approval for a product? Thanks for reaching out to us. The products must have been tested and confirmed to conform to Nigerian industrial standards before it can be certified by the SON. Check www.son.gov.ng for more information on our product certification schemes. Simon Malik says, if SON is working well, how come I bought 2 new tires at Jabi Market in Abuja and it only lasted for 2 months? Do not forget there are some unscrupulous importers who smuggle substandard tires into the country. Even brand new tires are stuffed inside each other, tampering with the quality. However, SON is speeding up enforcement activities to sanitize the market. Precious says, I want to register my business with SON. How much does this cost? Please check our online product registration portal at www.son.gov.ng. Paul Benjamin from Benue says, Nice program. May you continue to do more to help the society. Thanks, Paul. We hope to serve you better. Success from Imo says, thanks, I love your show. Thank you so much. It's nice to hear from you. Now to 5 standard tips on mattress. Buy brand new mattress certified by SON with labeling information on durability, density, size, weight, and type. Ensure your weight is suitable with the mattress and give it proper support for a good sleep. Firm mattresses are recommended for stomach and sub-back sleepers, while soft mattresses are recommended for side sleepers. You can rotate or flip your mattresses to reduce excessive wear, resulting from sleeping in the same place and body position consistently. Always keep your mattress dry and change it when it's worn out to avoid body pains or discomfort while sleeping. There you have it, 5 standard tips on mattress. And that concludes this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. Do you have a question, complaint, or suggestion? You can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on any of our social media platform, and remember, you can watch the program online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.